Welcome. Welcome to the Wonder Child blog. This is Joseph Anthony, creator of the Wonder Child blog. And you know I love old books. This one's by Albert Hubbard, called Little Journeys, Volume 1, Great Men and Good. Published a long time ago, 1916. Kind of fallen apart, but has some great stories in it. And you know I love stories. And today I'd like to tell you one. And it's a story about a king from Persia. And one day, the king wanted to know what the great secret of happiness was. He assembled all of his counselors, the wisest advisors, the astronomers, the magi, the prophets, the physicians, and he brought them before him and he asked them, "What is the great secret of happiness?" They all looked at each other and thought about it, and none of them knew. Well, a few of them offered suggestions to the king, but none of them resonated with him, really. He got to be one secret out there, said the king, that if I remembered it always, something short, something that if I could repeat and hold in my heart at all times, that it would keep me steady when things were hard and sad, or keep me balanced when things were good and level-headed. Nobody could come up with what the king was asking for. One of the advisors suggested, however, "King, why don't you put out a decree to all the lands, asking the people if they know what the great secret of happiness is? And you could reward them with some treasure, perhaps, to the person who could come up with the secret of happiness for you." The king liked that idea very much. And so he put out a decree saying that whoever could give him the great secret of happiness, something that could keep him steady when times were hard and level-headed when times were good, something that would give him peace at all times, whoever could give him that, he would reward them handsomely. And so, you know, the people came. The people came from far and wide, and they offered little bits of wisdom to him. A penny saved is a penny earned. Never take any wooden nickels. Things like that. Don't count your chickens before they're hatched. The king didn't like any of them. There was, though, in a far corner of the village, a young man who had been working on making a ring. And on that ring he inscribed 4 words that his grandmother had taught him. And those 4 words were the great secret of happiness for that grandmother. And she passed that secret down to her daughter and to her grandson. And he fashioned this beautiful ring and he polished it up. And then he went and offered it to the king. The king scoffed at it. "A ring?" he said. How is this going to give me the great secret of happiness?" "Read what it says," said the young man. Yeah. The king read the words. And he smiled. This is it. This is it. You've given me the great secret of happiness. It's here. These 4 words right here can keep me steady when times are tough, level-headed and even-keeled when things are good, and at peace at all times. Thank you. And he put that ring on his finger, and he gave that young boy great treasures. What were the 4 words that the young man inscribed on that ring? What were the 4 words that if you keep them in mind, they will keep you steady when times are tough? Keep you even-keeled when times are good. And keep you at peace. Those 4 words. This too shall pass. Thank you for coming to the Wonder Child blog. This is Joseph Anthony. Have yourself a great day, and keep those words. This too shall pass.